Hello and hi everyone! Welcome to my first ever video. If you can't tell from the title, I am a big One Piece fan. The hype lately around the latest manga chapters have inspired me to start my own YouTube channel. I was thinking, One Piece has so many beautiful islands, so many cool environments and spaces and cultures, and Animal Crossing, you're on an island. So I think mashing those two things together is going to be a lot of fun for me, and I would love to share that with you guys. My goals for this channel are to design and build One Piece islands, and while I'm doing that, chat theories with you guys. There's so much to the One Piece world, and I think it's going to be a really fun challenge to try and bring those things to life in a different medium, which is Animal Crossing New Horizons. You might be able to tell from the setting of this intro, but the first island I decided to tackle is Wano. Quick spoiler warning alert. If you are not a manga reader, you may not want to continue watching because I am a manga reader and I'm going to be sticking to what the most recent releases are for the manga. If you are not caught up in the manga, beware of spoilers. So I wanted to start this Wano Island Animal Crossing series after achieving 3 stars on my island. That way I could flatten everything and get everything ready for a clean slate. Unfortunately, my capture card for my Switch took a little time to get here in the mail, and honestly, I just didn't want to stop playing Animal Crossing, so I do already have a couple of builds underway already. Let's get ahead and show you what I've got. This first area we're starting in is Amigasa Village. So you can see there's lots of bamboo and pine trees. It's supposed to be kind of a bamboo forest area. It's definitely not completed by any means. I'm still working on getting the items that I'd like to include in this build, but let's go ahead and take a look at the house. So this is kind of supposed to be Otama's house. I made her a little straw hat making station over here. She's also got this little cookware out here. I'm not going to bother designing the inside of the villagers' houses because frankly I just don't like interior decorating. Over here I've got the sword and the samurai shoes. This little lucky cat doesn't really have anything to do with Otama's house. I just kind of liked the way it looked and it fills the space out a little bit more. The colorings match the swords, so I thought it made sense. Moving on, let's head over this way. I've got this secret little path through the bamboo forest. I kind of wanted to mark it out with these wooden planks to make it easier to see. The next area I have is the wasteland. Yay! Everybody loves a good wasteland, right? I tried to throw in some dead trees. There's some bones. There's this is my favorite part. I put this little fossil here to make it look like this whatever this animal was died because it was drinking the poison water. Because, right, there's like all the water is poisoned from all those horrible factories in Wano, so these green puddles, yeah, that's the poison water. Rest in peace, buddy. I included a little wash bin over here just because, I don't know, I just, I wanted to fill out the space a little more. Lots of rocks everywhere. The campfire here kind of is where, I don't know, I imagine this is where Zoro was when he was in the wasteland. Big poison puddle, more dead trees, more bones, just a bunch of garbage everywhere. Not a fun place to be. Then right to the north of the wasteland, as you know, is Bakura Town. It is, a work in progress right now. There's a lot that needs to be finished here. I'd like to make this little entrance area a little more official to designate that this is a new area, a new town. This is a marked out plot where I'm gonna move a house for a villager. This in the middle is gonna be that sumo ring. I have to add some custom designs to make it look more like an actual sumo ring. This is where Luffy has that big sumo contest. Got another villager house over here. I have Annalise. She's a horse, and I kind of wanted her to be Horsalina-chan. So this is Horsalina-chan's house. Way up north here, we have Paradise Farms. I know, it is very small, but I'm kind of limited on space with this Animal Crossing island, so we're doing the best that we can. I've got a couple different fruits and vegetables. Well, actually, Yeah, I guess there are fruits. I've got the apples here for Otama because she gets the apple later on. Luffy gives it to her, which is such a precious moment in the anime and in the manga. I've got the running water to show, you know, that they have actual clean water to drink. This waterfall here as well. I know in the manga and the anime, there are so many like beautiful waterfalls and bridges, and it's just a really beautiful big area. So mine's it's kind of small, but that's okay. We're making do with the space that we got, and maybe I'll change it later. Maybe I'll leave it. I'm not sure. You know, we'll figure it out as we go. Alright, enough with the island tour. I have a few more plots of land to sell from my island, so I was thinking today we could sell one of those plots and go on a small villager hunt. Let's get started. Today for the Nook Mile hunt, we have 10 Nook Mile tickets. I thought that would be okay. Our all-time dreamy villager is Shino, because I think she's going to be the perfect fit for Yamato. For this villager hunt, I'm going to let voiceover Koala take over. I hope you enjoy! Hello and hi everyone, voiceover Koala here. Let's talk about chapter 286! That was such a good chapter. It was so cool to see so much of Imu in this chapter. Before this, we've only seen little clips, little panels, you know, zoomed out shots, but now we actually see Imu up close. Granted, they're still shadowed out, so we don't really know what Imu looks like, but still, it's really exciting. I've seen a lot of speculation in the One Piece community online about what Imu's devil fruit is, and I would love to talk about that. I think Imu has a zone-type devil fruit, and it's a literal devil fruit. Here's why. Vegapunk told us that devil fruits come from our imaginations. They're born from wanting something. So if they're born from imaginations and wanting something, why are devil fruits even called devil fruits? Let's bring it all the way back in time to the Void Century. We know that there was some sort of war, some sort of catastrophe happening during the Void Century. I'm theorizing that devil fruits actually came into existence during the Void Century. I think devil fruits were first born in this time period, and the power that came with that, obviously, great power comes great responsibility, and clearly the people of that time did not handle it really well, in my opinion. I think the devil fruits being born into existence caused a lot of turmoil and struggle. There were people that used their powers for good, and there were also a lot of people that used these powers for evil to exploit others. I have two guesses about how devil fruits were actually named devil fruits. My first guess is that it was government propaganda. We learned very early on in the series that devil fruits are called devil fruits supposedly because a small soul of the devil lives inside the fruit. The sea gods don't like that. So if you eat a devil fruit, you're basically selling your soul to the devil and you can't swim any longer. The sea rejects you flat out. So was this a story fabricated by whoever was in power at the time to try and coerce people into not eating devil fruits? That way they can maintain their control and power? Or did the term devil fruit come from one of the first powerful devil fruits? A literal devil fruit, right? We know that there are zone type fruits, which are god type or human type. I mean, we've seen the Buddha fruit, we've seen Luffy's fruit. Why not devils as well? It makes sense after also seeing the 5 world elders, the Gorosei. They all looked like demons, they looked like devils, and Imu also looked like a devil. Even in that one panel, having something look very similar to a devil tail striking out against Sabo. That brings me to my theories on the upcoming final fight, bringing the dawn of the world. Imu is regarded in the eyes of the Gorosei as a godlike figure, ruler of the world. But even though he's in this position of power which should be used to protect the citizens, he is actually an evil character. a personified devil. On the flip side, pirates are viewed as bad by the government and the general world. But Luffy has this god devil fruit and has been helping people this entire time. This is where Oda has been really, really clever, because it's a classic role reversal. Good versus evil, heaven versus hell. We all expect governments to help us in some way or another. These people in power are meant to be protecting the citizens of the land. And pirates, on the other hand, are viewed as mean, bad people. They steal, they're greedy, they fight whenever they want, they drink a ton of alcohol. But we don't get that impression from Luffy's crew. I mean, besides the alcohol. Yes, I'm looking at you, Zoro. Wherever the Straw Hats have gone, they have helped people. In Alabasta, they literally prevented a takeover. Crocodile tried to seize control of this nation, and the government wasn't willing to step up and do anything about it. But Luffy and his crew swooped in and saved the day. They helped Vivi regain control of her nation. And now, Luffy, the prophesized second coming of Joy Boy, a pirate, versus Imu and the Gorosei, the government who should help people but are actually the villains in this story. I think the final fight is going to be Luffy versus the Gorosei and Imu. A true story of good versus evil. Let's look at a previous arc that is now foreshadowing the fights to come. Skypia. In Skypia, Luffy fights Enel, which is a godlike figure, feared by the citizens. In Skypia, Luffy immediately befriends Konis and Pagaya, and ends up fighting Enel after Enel attacks Konis with his big, scary light beam. Luffy's whole character, morality, is built on friendship and protecting the ones that he loves. The story is found family. Luffy finds people he likes that are good people and adopts them into his family. That and wanting to become the king of pirates, of course. Once Luffy sees Konis get attacked, he stops at nothing to ensure she'll never be attacked again. Luffy and Enel fight, a god versus a pirate, or a self-proclaimed god. Now, Luffy will soon face another so-called god, Imu. My question is, why? What is going to motivate Luffy to fight Imu? Every single arc, Luffy has befriended a character, discovered that they have been attacked, harmed, or hurt in some sort of way, and then decided to go and protect them no matter the cost. What is going to happen to make Luffy want to fight Imu? You could say that wanting to be the king of the pirates will be his motivation for the final fight, but I'm not convinced that that's going to be enough. I think something has to happen where Luffy needs to protect a friend or a member of his own family. Is Luffy going to see Imu on the throne of the world as an incredible injustice? Is he going to see the suffering of his friends that he's met along the way caused by this leader of the world government? I honestly don't know. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this most recent chapter. The One Piece community is truly an amazing space. I only have recently considered myself a part of it, to be honest. I started watching One Piece, the anime, a few years ago, and honestly, before that, I really was not a fan of shonen animes. My favorite animes before One Piece are Kaichoa Maid-sama, Special A, and the ever-famous Ouran High School Host Club. You can't tell me that's not a great anime, because I know it is in my heart, and I'm sticking to that until I die. And honestly, it was an accident that I started watching One Piece in the first place. I came home from work one day. At the time, I was teaching preschool, and my fiance had One Piece on the TV. I didn't know anything about One Piece, and I was so tired from work that I just sat down and started watching. Luckily, my fiance rewound me back to the first episode so that I wasn't spoiled on anything. Thank you for doing that for me. I quickly fell in love with the characters and the story. Oda is truly a genius and has done such an incredible job making an entire world. One Piece is more than just Luffy taking down enemies. It's about love, it's about family, it's about compassion, it's about finding yourself and the struggles that it takes to get there. One Piece tells us that change, like internal change, doesn't happen overnight. It takes years and years of hard work, and we see that during the 2-year time skip. Luffy learns a lot about himself and what makes him Luffy. He learns what it means to be himself. In addition to just learning about haki, it's about the internal struggles of becoming truly yourself, being authentically you. And maybe that sounds cheesy, but that's honestly my favorite part of One Piece. I love that it's just all these people from all these different backgrounds and these different countries and these different stories coming together and supporting each other, becoming one giant family. That to me is so heartwarming, and I will never ever let that go. It looks like we're finishing up this villager hunt, so I'm gonna let in-game Koala take back over. Thank you so much for listening to me talk about One Piece. It really means a lot that you clicked on this video and came here to listen to me. That's gonna wrap up today's video. I so hope that you enjoyed going on a villager hunt with me and listening to me rant about the latest chapter in One Piece 1086. Next time, I'm hoping to do a little bit of decorating around the island. I really want to start getting things more solidified, make it really feel like it's actually Wano. If you enjoyed hanging out with me, be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel. It would mean the world to me. Thank you again so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!